Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. We are on part 7 of our Haberdashery Lapbook. I did not get what I thought I ordered. This, I don't know what size. This is super skinny. It says it's beading for necklaces, so it's really thin elastic. I would recommend 1/8 inch elastic. I don't know how many millimeters that is, but this is not it. But I tried it already and it works. So I've got a piece, I don't even know how long it is, but I've managed to tangle it up. Oh brother, there we go. And what I did was I just wrapped around 7 times because that's how many holes there are. So completely around. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think it's about 2 yards. So I'm just going to find the middle. I'm not sure. It's 2 of my arms outspread. So I think it's about 2 yards. I'm going to find the middle. And I'm going to start on the back. I would like to have the tie up here at the top and have the straight piece here at the bottom. So I'm just going to tape this piece down here to kind of keep track of it. And then I am going to lace that and the other side as well. This way I come out almost even when I get to the top. And I'm going to put a clip on this just to hold it. I'm not stretching it yet. Now I have checked this. I've wrapped it around once and it kept things in even if it wasn't stretched. So, alright, so now we're going to start making our X's. So you can go in this way. Try not to get everything all tangled up. And then go to the next one up. And we're skipping one because that's going to be the other. So this one up. Flip it over. Skip that one, go in this one. Uh-oh, something got tangled. Oh no, it's this. Okay. Don't worry about the other one, it's clipped, so it's not going anywhere. And the top one. Oops, I'll watch these corners because it gets stuck on the corners and then it gets confusing. So I'm going to take, well, I thought I had another clip here. Let's see. I do. And like I said, I am not pulling anything. Alright, so let's go back to this side. And it's managed to get itself tangled up from flipping. Okay. Hopefully I'm staying on screen enough for you to figure it out. It's not difficult. It's harder to explain than to actually do. You know how that is. And, oops. Sorry about that. We're just going the opposite way now. Something didn't go right. We messed up somewhere along the way. Where did we mess up? Okay. I think it has to be the second one because the first one looked right. Okay, it was the first one. I forgot to skip this hole. So we're going to go up to this one. And now we're up to the top one. And that should be right. Okay, now we're going to go back to the bottom one, and we should be able to just zigzag in between all the holes. Like that. Okay, if we do it right, there should be 3 X's on one side with straight at the bottom, and then there should be 3 X's on this side with straight at the top, which is where I'm going to tie the bow. If you want 4 X's, do 8 holes. We did 7, so if you want an even number of X's, you need an even number of holes. You could even do this on your page that has the 6. Okay, so now I think I can let go of that one there. We don't need that at the bottom, and I'm gonna leave that there just for a second. You can see these are super loose, so now we're gonna tighten. So and I'm stretching a little, but not super tight. And I should have not clipped those because I'm going to need to get those tight as well. Hold on to the one below it. There we go. Okay, now this is the hardest part right here, trying to get this tied. So I'm going to tie this a little bit tight right in the middle. Let's see, I almost need some other finger. I wonder if that'll work. I doubt it. Nope, I need a person. I have no persons. Okay. All of a sudden, when you're trying to do something that you need another hand for, it's like your brain doesn't function properly. It's like, okay, how does a knot work? This over that, this under that. My goodness. Shouldn't be this hard, people. Gonna get it. I'm afraid that it's gonna spring loose. Okay, there we go. I'll chest it. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's not super tight, but it's tight enough that I can put stuff in here, even with just the 2, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And like I said, it's not super tight. I have plenty of room to put things in there. So now that I've tied a knot with that, I think I'll go ahead and tie a bow, maybe, if I can remember. Oh my gosh, oh my word. Okay, slow down. I might end up doing just a knot. I wanted to do a bow, but I'm not sure I like the way that looks. I think I'm just going to leave the knot, guys, and I'm just going to clip it off like that. Okay, so I'm saving these because I'll use them in a tag or something. In fact, a while ago when I cut off a piece, I used this, and it was long enough to use maybe as a closure for a traveler's notebook or something. So save that. All right, so I'm keeping the tape there even though this is on my front of my page and I know that. So that is finished. I don't need this. And take that piece off. And that's our French board. Okay, so one done, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so this is where we're going to do the back page pullout. It's a trifold that is attached to the back cover of our book. And the one piece on the back will actually glue down to the back cover, and then one of these will lift and we'll have a huge, because my book is pretty good size, I'm going to have a huge pullout. Now on this pullout is going to be an envelope for stuffage, little bag pockets, little file folder pockets, and then at the end there'll be a little stand-up piece that when you flip it the opposite way it'll stand up like this, and it's like an accordion. Anyway, I'll show you. But in order to get there we need to attach these 3 pages together. I'm hoping I can do it successfully on my desk because my desk is kind of small. I'm going to lay them this way, and I'm going to leave 1/8 of an inch between them. So I'm going to line up on, let's see, let's line up here on this edge and this edge. And then I don't want 1/4 of an inch, so I want to come just about right there. I am using masking tape. I don't have, I was going to say masking paper. I'm using masking tape. I thought about using the micropore, but because we're doing it on craft, the micropore comes out white. This is kind of an off-white already, and when I did my little ink test, this took the ink, as you can see, a lot better. So yeah, we're going to go with this. So we're going to try and get that as centered as possible, not worrying if it's not, because it's going to be covered up. I am going to, because it's so much wider, I am going to trim these pieces as we go. Oops, these scissors are so sharp. Cut right into my board. All right, that's not gonna matter. Let's do it carefully. And I am going to put masking tape on both sides. Masking tape is repositionable too, so that kind of helps. If I get it close enough, I can kind of see through it. There we go. That's better. But like I said, we'll ink this, and we are going to be matting the pages, so let's take time to cut that straight this time and not cut my board. The other thing is that micropore is so sticky. Okay, there's one. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this gives us a little bit of give, and it'll go both ways. Okay, well, that's pretty straight. I didn't do too bad. Yeah, all right. All right, let's do the next piece. I'm kind of doing these all the same direction because this cardstock's kind of bowed, but I think once everything's attached, it's not really going to matter. So let's get this one on here. See if I can get that, tuck that under that way. Nope. Get a pair of scissors or something to hold this. I want to kind of line it up. So there we go. Stay. this lined up. You guys probably have a better view than I do. Hopefully that looks good. Not too bad. I'm going to peel this off and then do the other side, and then I'll trim it. How about that? Okay. It seems, I see people rip this stuff so easy, and I guess I'm just a wimp. Okay. Like so. Try the bigger scissors, see if that works any better. Okay. It's kind of awkward because it's a big pull out. Okay. So now we've got it. Now, this is going to be in a Z formation. It's an accordion fold out. And let's see, I think it goes this way because, yes, I am going to put this on here so I can remember. I want to put a tab on mine. It attaches to the back cover and then this pulls out like that. Okay, so therefore I'm going to make a note on the back of this one. Glue to back cover. Okay, that way I know I don't have to mat that. Okay, so now I don't remember which page gets which. So I need to check my notes. I hope I'm recording because, oh my gosh, I am. It's a miracle. I don't remember where this page goes, but let's work on the components and then we'll figure out where the page goes. So here is what I'm going to do here. And I've pre-cut everything so that it won't take as long. And I had planned to ink off camera, but as you can see, I did not. So we want to ink around, we don't need to ink this, okay? But I want to ink in here, just in case. Okay. And I want to, well, this is going to glue to the mat. It's going to be like this, so I don't need to ink that. This is going to be completely covered. So what I do need, this is going to be glued down. I'm going to use that to ink. I need to just ink around the edges of this. Okay. So this is, and so, you know, I think there's 6 of these in a pack. And so far we've used 1, 2, 3 of these. So this is number 4. Okay. I am going to ink here. I don't think it needs it, but I don't remember. All right. Let's ink this. I chose this background that had the glitter swirls because we had, remember we had that little glitter little glitter, little glitter swirl elsewhere. I don't remember where, but it's in there. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. And I hope you've gone over and enjoyed Patricia. She is a hoot. She makes me laugh out loud. I just think she's awesome. So, and I know people agree because she has the membership to prove it. All right, so the idea for this is going to cover, this is going to get matted, okay, onto here. And this is going to completely cover this. Now the beauty of this is that if it's right side up this way when it's open, it's also right side up this way when it's closed because I've folded it. So that's fun. I don't have to worry about this separating with the use, and I did that on purpose. So, however, two things I want to do. Number one, I want to punch a hole, or a notch. I should have done that before I inked, but this piece, oh gosh, what size is it? It's 5 7/8. So, is that right? 5 7/8, yeah. So if I go to 3 and come back a smidge, 7/8 would be, does that look right? I can't do math on camera. So any other time I can just figure it out. But I have 6. Half of 6 is 3, and I have an 1/8, so I want to come back a 16th. Yes, okay. Trying to make it way too difficult. Sorry for the lengthy pause. I'm really, really warm today. We are supposed to be setting our thermostats at 78. I cannot function at 78. And we're supposed to, because this is going like this, sorry to interrupt my thought, and the fold on this side, I'm going to round these corners with my corner punch, and on the 1/2 inch side. Anyway, I have it set to 75, and the problem is my desk is near a window. See, isn't that going to look cool? So it's going to be like that. And I guess I do need to ink a little bit of this. Anyway, my desk is near a window and it gets really warm over here. I'm not in direct line of the vent. So, and we have a ceiling fan, but it's, you know, in the middle of the room, so that doesn't do me an awful lot of good. All right, guys, yesterday I forgot to put the lid on this. And I came in here a while ago and it was open. I was like, oh no. And do you know what? It had clogged itself and closed with a big old thing like this. And yeah, it was fine. So I did go ahead and add a little bit of acetone to it, and just to get it flowing again, because you know it does get thick every time you open it and use it. So this one I have more problems with getting clogged up than I do that one, which is weird. The thing is, I don't have as much volcanoing on this one as I did on that one. So I want to make sure I have enough glue on there. And then I cut this down just a smidge here. So I want to put glue along this edge to make sure that it's made good contact. So let's get that lined up. Go this way. And I forgot, shoot, I forgot I was gonna, wonder if that'll work. I was gonna punch a little hole in here. Yes. But now I need to ink down there again. Okay, now let's ink this one. It seems like my ink pad is dry again. What else is new? Just want to go around and ink this. Really good on both sides because we are showing both sides. Now, Patricia does something that I also do. Oh my gosh, I probably need to replace this soon, maybe after this project. She cuts all the little 2-inch pieces off the cover, and the one I wanted to use for this was, of course, the one that had all the sticky goop on it from the store. So I chose this one, and I think that'll look cool. All right, so let's get this off. We are going to start on the inside. Let me, just in case there's a little gap there, because sometimes there is, I'm going to put glue on this, and I may switch to the other bottle because I did not fill this one up. I'm going to put glue on this flap, and I'm going to put glue on this just to make sure that it stays glued together, because this flap is like 1 3/4 and this is 2 1/2. And let's see, which way does it go? And we want it to go right side up, so I want to put glue on this side. Oh goodness, come on out. This one's acting like it got left open. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is there, and I'm just going to bring it right up to the fold, and I'm going to fold it to make sure that it folds. I guess I didn't need the glue on that side yet. Okay, and now I'm going to glue the other side. Okay, come on. Okay, and we're going to fold that back, and that should be perfect. Looks good because we folded it before we glued it on the second side. We don't get that, and it's open at the top, so it's not going over, and that helps quite a bit. Okay, so there's our envelope, and that's going to go on this like that. Let me put the pin in this glue super quick. All right, I'm going to round these corners as well, and I'm using the large corner rounder. I doubled this up. I used the extra piece that didn't have any of the pictures on it, and I just put that on there. I wanted extra strength. So we're going to go ahead and ink around this, ink the sides. And I don't need to do the back. And I did dig up some brads. I have a whole bunch of Close to My Heart brads. I don't know where they went. I moved my Close to My Heart containers, and there's probably something in front of it. I didn't look super hard because I found these. So I am going to poke these in like that and like that. And I want these to open sideways. Oh, I made the hole 3/4 of an inch down and a half an inch in from each side. These are kind of wonky, so I'm just going to, you can see my lines where I measured 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch on the side, and then I just poked a hole in the middle. I actually got these, there was a scrapbook store in town for a very short time, as usual. And I went in to buy some brads one day, and I bought like 3 of these, and she goes, you can have the whole thing. And I was like, what? Well, she gave me the container and everything, and I've had them, I've never really used them that much. I don't know if they were discontinued or they didn't sell or what the deal was. Okay, the other thing we want to do is an eyelet. So where is my hole punch? There we go. So we are going to do an eyelet, just kind of, I'm coming in at the corner, and I have this set for 1/4 of an inch, I believe. So I'm just going to go like that, right on the corner, and put a brad in there, and we will hang something from it later, probably with a bulb pin. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I don't have, oh, maybe I do, right here. And I think I used the brassy ones, or no, those are black. Okay, I know I didn't. I'll use these. Those are silver. Those are kind of, oh, maybe this is the one I used. You know what it is. I'm gonna leave those out in case I want another one. I use these most of the time, and I don't have very many left. That's usually whatever I start using, I'll leave it on my desk so that I know, you know, like lace or whatever. Doesn't always work out, but ooh, I feel the air conditioning must have come on. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there like that. Now, to glue this, we are leaving this with no glue, and we are leaving this corner with no glue. So, like that. I'm going to glue everywhere else. I'm going to use this bottle. And let's do a dry fit first. This is going to come right here in the middle, like that. Okay, so I think I want a little bit more ink. Better now than later. I think what the problem is, I have a little bit of that white edge showing, and because this is slick cardstock, it's the shiny cover, it's not taking that ink very well. So, but I think it'll be okay. All right, so I'm going to use this glue, and I'm going to glue below and above and beside that, like that. Okay. And give it a, oh, got some on my hand. Okay, I need to wrap it up. All right, so this is going to go right about here. I want to bump it up and come down. I want to get that bulb pin out of the way so that this will attach here. Okay. I hope it's centered. It's going to bug me. 1 and almost 3/4. Yeah, we're good. Close enough. But I just want to hold that down for a minute. Got this stuck inside there. Hopefully that didn't, I don't think so. These are not the greatest punches in the world. I really wish Martha Stewart was still selling all of her craft loveliness. Okay. I don't have a clip that will last in there long enough. Okay, so I am going to end this video here. We're not going to glue anything down. We're going to, because on our trifold, we're going to do each segment, each pocket, etc., individual, and we're going to hang on to it with our other stuff that we have not attached. And we're going to save it and put it all together at the end, because there are some places on the file folders that you need to be able to glue things down. I do need to make sure this comes up, and I probably need to slide that down a little bit more because it's a little thick. It's not gonna get glue in the way, but yeah, let's do that, and that'll stay. If I need to add more glue later, I will, but I want to make sure that this, I'm going to have to round this a little bit, kind of play with it a little so that it can go inside. It's a little on the thick side, and that's because I used this haberdashery as a craft paper, so we'll work with it and we'll make it work, and it'll learn where it's supposed to go. So we have a pocket here, we have this fancy closure here, and then this will go on here, and that is part 7. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.